Testing, testing. One, two, three. I think we should be live, chat, for today's severe weather coverage. You got a pretty expansive risk tonight. You got a pretty expansive risk tonight. We do have a 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale with a 10% chance, significant chance of tornadoes. We haven't had a 10 sig, to be honest. We haven't had a 10% significant chance of tornadoes in a while. So I have my concern for today's event. Most of the tornado warnings now aren't even really in the main risk area. You see that significant tornado parameters really starting to ramp up right now. Near Brown Man, near Morristown, so we are watching out. That Cape is high, almost in the 4,000s, so look at these storms. These storms are really starting to mature over the last 30 minutes. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of these storms could become tornadic very soon. So let's hop on the advanced radar and let's get into this. We are in a little bit, we are unfortunately in a little bit of a radar hole today. So that always sucks, you see, guys. I mean, what's this, you got a radar here, but I mean, majority of the risk is in a big radar hole. So that's always not good because it's going to be harder for us meteorologists to determine what's going to really be going on. See, like the main risk is here, right in that radar hole. We see near Minesboro, this storm is really starting to mature. Just got a severe thunderstorm warning, and I am watching out for some rotation near Buffalo. This thing might be able be it's going to be torn accident. Well, this is a lot of rotation, but it might be contamination because the National Weather Service hasn't warned it in a while. It's been rotating in a while, but I'm more concerned, honestly, for Buffalo because it is, in fact, a little bit closer to the radar site. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get some tornado warnings to start to develop on these storms. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me know in that chat. But we are just honestly just waiting for the event to really uptick. Yeah, everyone's complaining. I don't know why this thing's not warned, to be completely honest. I don't know why the storm isn't warned. Oh my goodness, chat. We haven't had a radar scan in over almost 10 minutes. We haven't had a radar scan in over almost 10 minutes. That's not good. We haven't had a radar scan in over 10 minutes. But like I said, you got storm chasers on the ground today. You got you got Adam that's chasing some of these storms right now. We got Adam. Oh, Freddy's live. Oh, yeah, Adam's staying still. I think he's watching the storm. There's a lot of chasers going to this discrete storm, and a lot of chasers are going to this storm as well. I think Brandon's covering this risk. Isn't that we're gonna be going towards Adam more though. But I mean, has this radar been up? So it's not just my app. Alright, so it's not just my radar app. This radar might be down, chat. Guys, I think the radar might be down. Can't believe the radar might actually be down, guys. Radar, I believe, is down because we haven't had a scan in over 10 minutes, which is not good, guys. We haven't had a radar scan in over 10 minutes. I know it's further, but I gotta switch to the other radar. We can't even see velocities from this far away. We have to take a look at the understorms while the main radar in the risk area is unfortunately down right now. That really sucks. But I do still do see some rotation. As the storms move in this area, we're probably gonna be able to switch to this radar, but for now, the Rapid City radar is down. That is a very big loss for us. The Rapid City radar being down. Anyway, let's take a look at these tornado warnings in the meantime. I'll say some rotation, a little bit of a hook. Guys, if you're wondering, I believe this is almost near that 5% tornado risk. There's a 5%
A new
tornado
flash
risk.
flood warning has been issued.
There is a 5% tornado risk. It just sucks that radar is actually down. Yeah, this radar hasn't updated. Yeah, this radar's down. Guys, if you guys are wondering, the radar set is down here. That is that is so unfortunate. Look, that scan from about 10 minutes ago. It does show strong rotation right now. So this thing should potentially be a tornado warning, but we don't know because all the latest scans aren't showing. That's a big problem. We're gonna have to wait for this radar to go back up. I'm gonna check Twitter what people are saying. For now, we might have to monitor the other storms. Like this was one of there's only two radars in the main risk area, and this is one of the big ones. We'd have to wait, guys. We would have to wait for all of these storms to go. Grounds and
A new tornado warning has been issued.
they just issued a new tornado warning though in Kentucky, so we might gotta just cover Kentucky for now. Let's see what happens when we switch a radar down.
Tornado warning for southeastern Massac County in southern Illinois, central McCracken County in western Kentucky.
Yeah, we're just waiting for this radar to get back. I'm gonna take a look at the other storms in the meantime for you guys. Yeah, take a look at our storm chasers. Yeah, we're not gonna show chasers, Will. They might be just waiting on the storm, waiting for this radar to come back. Man, just what a bad time for the radar to go down, chat. This is such a bad time for the radar to go down. How far are the storms past? Wow. Guys, the latest Radiation storm was here. Look at the storm now. Well, that's some rotation on some of these storms. How fast are these storms moving? 35. Yeah, that's pretty quick. Storms are moving about 30 miles an hour. You know, I need to take a look at this. I'm trying to look at other radars. Eventually, we could just use this radar. Soon, we're gonna, as the storm moves down, we're gonna get roads. So look, this is the border for velocity. Within the next few minutes, we could potentially get velocities. But I'm saying it's now we're in a real bad. Look, the radar, the closest radar is here, because this radar is down. I am noting some isolated rotation though. We can't see any radar in this area. Even this area, we could barely see. So the storm, I thought that should have got tornado warned, but I guess not. Take a look at another app just to see if it's not just my radar. Hey, yeah, yeah. So the radar is down. Dude, the radar's down at pretty much the worst time you could ask. So guys, we were already in a radar hole today. You see radar here, storms here. We're using this current site. We could have had a site down here, which was closer, but now we don't even have a radar there. So gotta gotta be patient on that and hopefully they get it restored. If they don't get it restored, these storms are gonna move into this general area. We see it's gonna be harder for the chasers for the National Weather Service to issue warnings now if there's a radar hole. The clusters are gonna be developing soon. We're taking a look at these storms because the radar actually works up here. Yeah, not much rotation wise for going these storms, but so far no real tornado warnings in the main storm. But chat, I am unfortunately there is a radar hole. A big radar hole for this event, and to make it even worse, one of the radars that we were looking at is down. This was last scanned pretty much 20 minutes ago. It was very strong rotation, but honestly, we have no idea how it is now. I'm going to the closest radar site to this area, and it's going to be very hard because look, you can't even see velocities from this storm. We can't even see estimated hail size. So a lot of products we can't even use right now. That's how far we are from the radar. So unfortunately, the one near Rapid City's down. So it's going to be way harder. It's going to be way harder to do the radar analysis because we don't have a real good active radar right now. But yeah, I am seeing some ISA rotation near Mill Iron though. I am still seeing some sort of rotation. See, these storms are moving pretty fast. It's more of a cluster. So far, a little less discrete supercells, but they could be some big storms tonight within this cluster. I believe these are the main storms of the evening as they move through. And near Dixon, you guys gotta watch out. Near Bowman, you guys gotta watch out. Look, one radar's here, and then the other radar's here. We don't have a single radar site in this 10% significant chance of tornadoes. So unfortunately, it's a big radar hole. And one of the radars are down, so that doesn't help.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning for Kentucky. Let's check that out. Someone reported a tornado on Spotter Network. I mean, I don't really see it, to be honest, yet. But there is a new tornado warning for Eddiesville and Coolwater and Grand Rivers.
Tornado warning
So
for
take shelter if you live in
southeastern
this
Livingston
area.
County in western Kentucky, north central Marshall County in western Kentucky, Leon County in western Kentucky.
Just north of Benton and north of Mayfield. See, chat, see, look, you see how this radar updates very quick, and unfortunately, the one in the main risk area is not, but we're going to be covering this area in the meantime. Probably for the next 10 minutes, we're going to cover this area near Eddiesville. See your greens moving towards your reds moving away. Right here's your tornadic rotation. I am watching out for the storm. So look, after this scan, it just completely stopped working the radar. So I'm gonna go on Twitter real quick, and I'm gonna put radar down, see what comes up. Take a look at the dew point. And yeah, I think the radar is down, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not just me. Yeah, so the radar is down. Yep, so the radar is officially down. Good news, rotation kind of weak and a little on this storm. Once the storm gets a bow, man, we should get a better radar look. Soon we should get velocity data, soon, on the storm. Ooh, that rotation kind of tightened up. This could potentially get a tornado warning. We're so far from this radar, so it's kind of hard to tell. We're already looking very high up right now. But wow, I just can't believe the radar's actually down, chat. You know, I am watching some ice layer rotation. It's probably the worst. This is definitely the worst radar hole I ever covered. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Check up on our storm chasers. Your stream's down. Since I just reported a funnel cloud. That's
A
interesting.
new flash flood
I think that
warning
was a
has been
little bit
issued.
ago. Yeah, soon we're gonna get velocity data. It's just so freaking far from this radar site. I wish Rapid City was gonna work. What about radar data on this storm? They're Bison. I'm watching out for some ice layer rotation. Yeah, we are in such a radar hole if you guys are wondering. Ooh, there was a little bit of a, let's see. I think my friend got a little storms today. Yeah, just a severe thunderstorm watch. I mean, there is some ice layer rotation. Guys, chat, I hope they get that radar back. 'Cause look, the storms are here. Our closest radar site is here. Yeah, near Bowman. These storms are gonna be heading to you, heading heading into your general area pretty soon. Dude, this radar data is terrible. Yeah, so far the only real action chat is honestly not even in the main risk area so far. Let's take a look. Yeah, I am still watching out for the storm. And they just canceled that severe thunderstorm warning near Bison. South of that, they just canceled that. But they did issue a new severe thunderstorm warning near Fairburn, but we don't have any radar data for that. So, yeah, we barely have any radar data for these storms anymore. That's also why I'm probably going to end soon. Because we don't really have that good radar data. Because the one good radar, we only have two radar sites in the main risk area. One of them went out. So that's a big problem. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching.